In this video DM guide, we look at the crimes and subsequent investigations around Phandalin. I hope this will speed up your prep and inspire some homebrew ideas for you. I'll end on a look at the monsters for you. The idea being that you'll be able to watch this video ahead of time and then maybe before you run the session, and it makes it a lot easier. It's in your head. Now I'm using this ruined map here from the tactical maps. The town isn't necessarily in this much of a ruin. The PCs hear cries of an angry mob as they approach town outside Harbin's place. I thought the Red Brands were bad, but at least they never smashed the bar. Who does that? The exchange is falling over and some of my friends are missing. If I see one more gremlin come near my shop, I'm hitting them with a rolling pin. I can't take it. We just can't play outside until after sundown, okay? My wife's been missing for days. Do something, you coward. Stop this. So basically, Harbin brings the players in, shuts the door. Oh my god, I can't take this. I need your help. Goblins attacked, causing no end of unrest to my town. Harbin is known as a coward in the books. He's always trying to pretend that he's not. He'll basically sort of throw money at the players to get them to do the job for him. 50 gold pieces now and 150 later when you're done. It's like, I know 4, you take 4 crime scenes, maybe there's another 4. I'll take these 4, you take the other 4. If the players spot a weak link, they'll rinse him for more, and you'll pay more. So the goblin base is underground, in an old Durgar mining post. Those underground dwarves. And the goblins will give up this information, along with the other important information, should they catch one, and they will catch one. Their leader's called Ruxithid the Chosen. He's been given a big brain by their chosen god. A lot of these goblins up here are just simply cutting loose because they've been underground forever, never seen outside. We're looking for shards from an ancient obelisk. Ruxithid wants us to destroy Phandalin. Enter a dwarf. She's a scholar called Gwyn Orsong. She hails from Neverwinter. Make sure you play her really cheerfully and you can see the writing on her arms. She's visiting Elsa from the Stonehill Inn and she's her sister. She's very knowledgeable about the wilds around this place. In fact, she's a bit of a dwarven history nerd, and she can be quite a bore over goblin history. Have her ramble a lot, have her over-explain things. Knowledgeable, but not great around people. But she will Sherlock Holmes the hell out of this mystery. It's not even hard. They get so many clues that she's kind of useless. So Barthen's well then. There's little Ander from the shop. Ander is a teenager, don't forget. He interrupted the shard being stolen. It seems to me that the bit that the shard was used for is called the drum, and it's kind of like the piece that the rope would rewind and collect around when you wound it up and unwind from when you wound it down. The well is very damaged, and Ander will tell them that the goblin said, "Hurry, back to the rest!" and then climbed down the well itself. They were strange folk, a bit bigger than me, with long flat ears and big heads and hands that glowed with strange magic. The well is no longer bringing up water. Well, yeah, the bucket's missing, mate. The clue is the rest. They've gone to the rest. Will you fix our water problem? I don't understand why he would promote fixing it, because he thinks the place is cursed. So stress, Barthen wants you to fix it. Now there's rope inside the mining place, obviously. You can get rope easily and descend. But as you descend, have them hear growling. There's something down there. It's one of these fine chaps. We will look at the stats at the end. Now, do they really want to bother digging all this out? I mean, they could, but they have other jobs to do. And the Otterjug, if that's indeed how you say it, is something they may decide they don't want to fight. The miners' exchange is being held up by people holding beams to brace the walls. Guildmaster Hallia Thornton is injured, you'll notice. She's totally focused on helping this place not fall down. I'll answer your questions after I'm done. And have 2 checks of some sort, pass. You know, DC 13, throwing it out there, to do whatever they want, and they fix it. It stabilised the building, thank you very much. Hallia fought off a group of goblins. They smashed out this cornerstone. Hallia hurt some of them, but was hurt in the process. I hurt them back. I was struck by some kind of invisible magical force. How do these goblins harness such magic? A lucky stone was the cornerstone of this building. And then the goblins hot-footed it to the south into the woods, which they can follow. An hour's walk away, you can find the goblins at a camp. If they listen,
Hope the others made it back, else Ruxythid's gonna have our heads.
If a goblin is killed, the others surrender, so I would put more goblins there and have particularly one hiding that's going to be alive to be questioned inside either a tent or a bedroll. Then your party can kill away. The clue being Ruxythid's going to have our head. The Shrine of Luck is damaged. It's a collection of rock and stones, and the black centrepiece was taken from the shrine's archway. And there was only 2 people who saw it happen. A Sister Gariel was away. 3 goblins ran off with the stone. They can help repair it. But ideally, you need someone to say, well, you know, I wonder if there's any clues around. There's a broken mining pick and also an axe head with runes on stuck in a wall or something. It's etched in Durgar language. It's another clue. There are no more red brands at the Sleeping Giant Inn. The bar had an almost spherical obsidian gem embedded in it. Folklore said it was a piece of the giant who this place is named after. A female dwarf called Grista is gruff and very annoyed about her bar being smashed to pieces, but she will talk about how she gave chase with a broom through the pub and they shimmied up onto the roof, leaving a trail of her takings for the day. 3 goblins, I would say, haven't come back for the treasure. They're already on the roof and were since last night. They didn't manage to scarp her because other people were getting up, and so they're cowered down and they're still there. That's where your fight is. A purple tiefling called Wheel of Fortune works at the bar now. She can show the graffiti on the front of the bar. Have Grista be like, Harby won't do nothing. He's as useless as a... whatever. So the graffiti. Zorz was here. It's supposed to be like Zorzula. I prefer Z-O-Z-O-O-L-U-R. Zorzula, if I can't spell. Well, they just have to follow the trail of coins to the fireplace and kick some goblin ass. So they can hear scampering along the roof, or if they're near the fireplace, hear goblin, won't be long now, we'll get out of here. Now, this obsidian shard was used by patrons to tap their mugs against for luck. And yet Wheel of Fortune says it made the drinks go off, caused headaches and a shimmer on the drink to look like oil. So Grista chased off 5 goblins, 2 of which ran, 3 are on the roof. So we need Gwen to come in and say, there is a place near here called Zorzulu's Rest. It's a Durgar mining outpost. That's where they must be. Personally, I don't think you need the Goblin Mischief table of encounters because you've got the fight on the roof, you've got the camp fight. Just luck or judgment whether they have these encounters. They could just go down the first well tunnel, it goes straight to the location. Now let's look at some stats and see what we have to remember. The Otyugh then. Armor class of 14, 168 max health points. No one's going to understand what it says. Apart from it does have limited telepathy, which only works one way. And its simple messages: move, eat. 3 attacks, plus 6 to hit. 12 piercing, and then a con save of 15 against disease or you're poisoned. You repeat the save every 24 hours, not every turn, and your hit points go down by a d10 every day, should you fail that save. This will kill the player if taken to 0. Then you've got a main tentacle attack of plus 6. It contains a grapple with an escape of 13, and of course it has 2 tentacles which can do this, so 2 players can be grappled. Because then it's a tentacle slam, where the creature can slam the 2 people into each other or against floor, wall, ceiling, and it's 10 bludgeoning damage and you're stunned until the end of the next turn. So, grab, smash, 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 bite, you're stunned, bro. Goblin Psy Brawler, AC of 15, because of their leather armour, 49 health at max. They're good at stealth, resistant to psychic, have telepathy. Remember, they have telepathy. If you kill a goblin, its pent-up mental energy explodes. DC 13 intelligence save or 5 psychic damage. The goblin has advantage on saves. It makes 2 unarmed strike attacks for 5 damage plus its 3 psychic. Nimble escape, it can disengage and hide. And then telekinetic shove targets a creature, makes it make a strength save, and you are prone. Any other goblin next to you, advantage on your dumb corp. Then the Goblin Psy Commander is 16 AC, 78 full health, psychic resistance, telepathy, further telepathy. Blows up and you take 10 psychic damage instead. Advantage on saves. 3 psychic blades, which is +6 and 11 psychic damage. And the target must subtract 1d4 from the next attack roll or save it makes. It weakens your players. So psionic spellcasting. This creature has telekinesis. You want to look at that spell because you want to disarm your big meaty characters, players. Boop, it's took your sword off you and lobbed it far away. Now what? Synaptic Rend, it unleashes a sphere of psychic energy. It's a 13 intelligence save or 14 psychic damage and has the incapacitated condition. Nimble Escape. Psychic Shield, just like the normal shield spell, but it can do it for other people. If one of your goblins is hit, this thing appears naturally and the AC to hit it raises by 3 for that attack. Did the player still hit or not? And I don't think there's much need for replacement monsters. You'll play it by ear. I trust you. I have faith. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next chapter.